Hi, I am Professor Tricia Dandrian, and this video will cover the information detailed in the body paragraphs and paragraph development handout. Specifically, we will be focusing on unity and coherence. Development is covered in a separate video. If you have not done so already, please read the body paragraphs and paragraph development handout. Prior to digging into unity and coherence, let's review what a body paragraph actually is. The bulk of your paper is composed of body paragraphs. It is in body paragraphs that you fully develop your ideas in an effort to prove your main claim or answer your research question. Most body paragraphs are organized around an argument proving your thesis statement, which is communicated in a topic sentence. Before you can get down to the level of topic sentence, though, you have to determine your thesis statement and your discussion points. A thesis statement is a 1 to 3 sentence summation of the main argument of your paper. A discussion point is a statement of a topic that needs to be discussed to fulfill the promise of your thesis. A topic sentence is a 1 sentence summation of the argument of a paragraph. You can think of them as a hierarchy. The topic sentences support the discussion points, and the discussion points support the thesis. Or you can think of them like containers. A collection of topic sentences develop a discussion point, and a collection of discussion points develop a thesis. A paragraph must be unified, coherent, and developed. For a paragraph to be unified, every sentence within the paragraph must directly relate back to the topic sentence. You have to eliminate any and all irrelevant sentences from a paragraph. For a paragraph to be coherent, the sentences must flow from one to the next with no sentence in isolation. The reader should be able to easily understand your ideas and how they connect. You should utilize transitions to aid in coherence. For a paragraph to be fully developed, the topic sentence must be fully explained, exemplified, and elaborated upon. That's a quick overview of the requirements of a body paragraph. Now we will cover unity and coherence in more depth. Josh Billings suggested we think of paragraph unity like a postage stamp. Its usefulness consists in the ability to stick to one thing until it gets there. Similarly, each body paragraph should focus on one and only one narrow support of your main claim. In other words, every sentence in a body paragraph should directly relate to the topic sentence. For example, don't include information that is irrelevant or ideas that are only tangentially related to the topic at hand. Also, if you keep like ideas together in one paragraph, you will eliminate redundancy where you repeat the same ideas in multiple paragraphs. To practice this concept, let's look at this paragraph. While some people believe amusement parks are the realm of the young, adults visit amusement parks for several reasons. For one thing, an amusement park is a place where it is acceptable to pig out on junk food. At the park, everyone is drinking soda and eating popcorn, ice cream, or hot dogs. No one seems to be on a diet, and so buying all the junk food you can eat is a guilt-free experience. Parks should provide stands where healthier food, such as salads or cold chicken, would be sold. Another reason people visit amusement parks is to prove themselves. They want to visit the park that has the newest, scariest ride in order to say that they went on the parachute drop, the 7-story elevator, the water chute, or the death slide. Going on a scary ride is a way to feel courageous and adventurous without taking much of a risk. Some rides, however, can be dangerous. Rides that are not properly inspected or maintained have killed people all over the country. A final reason people visit amusement parks is to escape from everyday pressures. When people are poised at the top of a gigantic roller coaster, they are not thinking of bills, work, or personal problems. A scary ride empties the mind of all worries, except making it to the bottom alive. Adults at an amusement park may claim they have come for their children, but they are there for themselves as well. Now, I want you to carefully consider which sentences in this paragraph are irrelevant and hence violate unity. Pause the video and write down your answers before resuming. Sentence 5, while related to the general idea of eating at an amusement park, does not directly relate to the pleasure adults get pigging out at amusement parks. It is actually an argumentative statement that could be its own paragraph or even its own paper. Sentences 9 and 10, similarly, are related to the idea of rides, but they are not used to develop the specific point that adults go on rides to prove themselves. These sentences are only tangentially related to the overall topic of the paragraph. They do not actually help develop the specific topic sentence, and as such, they should be eliminated from the paragraph. Once you have the paragraph tightly unified and focused on one and only one narrow idea that develops the thesis, you have to make sure that each sentence flows seamlessly and logically from the previous sentence. This is called coherence, sometimes referred to as flow. You don't want paragraphs to sound like a list. Instead, you want to use transitional words and phrases that allow writers to move smoothly from one sentence to the next by indicating the relationship between sentences. There are many different transitions that can be used. There are transitions of addition, comparison, exemplification, generalization, and so on. This is not a comprehensive list of the types of transitions or of the words used for each type of transition. I also want to make it clear that transition words are only used when necessary. You should not use transitional expressions at the beginning of every single sentence in your paragraph. To practice, organize these 5 sentences into a coherent paragraph and place transitional words or phrases to 3 of the sentences. Then compare your paragraph with the original, which is on the next slide. At this point, you should pause the video and complete the activity before watching the remainder. In the original, the author chose to use furthermore, that is, and on the other hand to help the paragraph flow. What transitions did you use and how do they compare with the original? Hopefully you have a better understanding of Unity and Coherence after viewing this video. Remember that the principles of Unity and Coherence also apply to the paper as a whole, not just individual paragraphs. Now you should move on to the body paragraph development video. Remember, you can re-watch these videos at any point during the semester.